Hey everybody, Bob Stafford here, Trainmaster Bob. It's been a while since I made one of these. There's been a lot of stuff going on here the last 2 months around the house. I just haven't had much model railroading time. And one of the things that has happened is I had to take down the storage yard that I had built for this part of the layout, totally remove it and redo it. And that's a whole story in itself that I'm going to get into next. And we'll start by moving over to the crew room. I'll show you the change that was made. Yeah, this is the area that was our old dining room. That was to be the crew room. And there's been a change made. And that change is right over here. We have installed a wall between what was the living room, where the trains are now, and what was the dining room in the old days. And by installing that wall, I lost 44 inches of depth on the layout, which totally eradicated where I was going to have my original yard. Totally eradicated my track plan I'd spent about a year perfecting. And I've been back to the drawing board. So when I've had time the last 2 months, it's been on third planet and not actually building. And what's going on here is we're taking the space in the back part of the house and we're going to turn this into a short-term Airbnb type rental. So this wall here, and we're putting a doorway at the end of that hallway there to seal this off from the railroad side of the house. So the back side of the house here is going to become a short-term rental. I have a bedroom that sleeps two, a bathroom. This area out here is going to have a fold-out sofa bed along with the table over here, and then a full kitchen. So that's going to be our short-term rental. Help produce some railroad revenue, right? So we can buy trains. So anyways, that's what I'm up to. This is the area over here where the original staging yard was. It came across here. And then this is a piece of plywood that was part of that staging yard. And full access was designed to come from that end. Well, we've got a wall there now. So I've had to redesign the whole railroad to come in from this way. And I got a new bench work up here. This is, we put the track level here 45 inches above the floor. I built shelves under here for my model railroaders and any magazines in. Got my file cabinets over here now. A few other things. And then the lower level here, where I've got the loop of track on, is at 30 inches. So what I've done is, the lead that originally went that way into the staging yard, I just brought it around this way. Made it into 3 double-ended tracks coming into here. So you bring a train in, you run around it, pick up another train and depart. And this is going to become Maybrook, New York, connection with the New Haven Railroad. I know, doesn't look like you can process a couple thousand cars a day like the real Maybrook, but it's model railroad, we gotta do what we gotta do, right? It's just representation. And the other thing that's happening here is the railroad, let's turn this around here, coming this way. What I started building now is installing road bed for the track's going to move inside of the big oval down here. and it's going to go around twice. And according to third plan, if I go around here twice in a 2% grade, I'll be able to build myself up to the new level, which is 45 inches up here. And that way I don't have to build a helix. And the other thing that's going to go on here is in here, around, and then over top of this, inside of that, I'm going to put a double track oval of N-scale track for my son Ladrick. He's collected all the Kato passenger trains as they've come out over the last 10 years or so. And he lives in an apartment, got a 30-inch by 6-foot layout, so his passenger train just sort of chases, the engine chases the last car around there. So it's going to give him a place to run his passenger trains, and then right behind Maybrook Yard, we're going to put a few stub tracks in there for him to store his N-scale equipment on. So that's what's going to be here on the bottom level. So the track's going to climb up to the 45-inch mark we got right in here, and that'll get us up there. And then once we get up here, on the top level, we'll follow our original plan. We'll have a yard with an engine terminal and everything to be based out of. I'm planning to move the cement mill operation on the wall behind me here. There's a drop down here to get there. And then in the area over there where the new bench work that I just put in is going to, the turn back curve's going to be a slate quarry over there. Represent the Penargil Bangor wind gap area. And I'm also going to have some anthracite coal mining operations here. And then the original piece of layout that I kept, that was Bath, Pennsylvania, with the cement mill. That area where the cement mill is now will be converted into an anthracite coal breaker over there. So that's sort of the plan right now. It's still in flux in Third Planet, but it's coming together. And I'll keep you posted as I get some more done. Anyways, the other thing we managed to do in the last 2 months is finish getting sidewalks installed in the back. Taking our greenhouse, moving our greenhouse from one side of the property all the way to the other side of the property, putting it up on a nice cement base now. I ran water lines out to the greenhouse. There's running water in it now, and I ran electric lines out there with buried cable. And I wired the greenhouse up, and it's glows in the dark now if the lights are on after dark. So it's got heat in it now, and lighting in it if needed, and wife's got all the plants in it that she brings inside for the winter months here, mostly fuchsias. And then in the spring, when we bring the fuchsias out, we're going to use it to grow hothouse tomatoes for the summer. Here in the Pacific Northwest, it's very hard to get tomatoes to dry. It's just the case of it's too cold at night here. So only small tomatoes want to thrive here. But any large tomatoes, they just never turn red. They're just green, or they might get a little yellowy tinge to the green, and that's it. We never get nice ripe tomatoes. So I'm going to try doing hothouse tomatoes this year is the plan. So that's where I'm at. I'll throw in a slideshow now after this, showing you some of the things we've done outside and what this looked like before and after the wall. And remember, like the video if you would please, and remember to subscribe. So this is Bob signing off and saying thank you. Till the next one. Bye.